hell? That's not supposed to happen.
I'm shot.
What?
I'm shot.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things you need to know about HBO's Westworld.
I need your help, Dolores. I think I made a mistake.
So our creatures have been misbehaving.
For this list, we're taking a look at fun facts about HBO's highly anticipated sci-fi western series, which debuts on October 2nd, 2016.
I wonder. Have you been dreaming again, Dolores?
Number 10. It's based on the 1973 film.
Nothing can go wrong. You will enjoy your stay in Roman world. While you are there, please feel free to indulge your every whim.
If Westworld sounds familiar, that's probably because it's based on a 1973 movie of the same name. This cult classic was written and directed by Michael Crichton, who also wrote the novel that was adapted into a little movie called Jurassic Park. Aside from being a critical and financial success, Westworld was ahead of its time in many respects. Not only was it one of the earliest movies to discuss things like computer viruses, it's also credited as the first Hollywood film to use CGI. Years after the original film's release, Crichton was given the opportunity to script a remake, but he ultimately declined before passing away in 2008.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do. If he's after you, he'll get you. You haven't got a chance.
Number 9. It's produced by J.J. Abrams and Bryan Burk.
Feeling aside, I consider it highly unlikely that we will be selected for the new program.
Producer team J.J. Abrams and Bryan Burk have worked together on some of the biggest movies and TV shows of the past couple of decades. On the small screen, their credits include binge-worthy hits like Alias and Lost. On the big screen, they've produced the Star Trek reboot, the most recent Mission Impossible movies, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So naturally, we expect amazing things whenever Abrams and Burk are attached to a project. Here's hoping Westworld is yet another addition to their impressive winning streak.
Did you see that?
Number 8. Theme park plot.
You and everyone you know were built to gratify the desires of the people who pay to visit your world.
It shouldn't come as a surprise that Westworld came from the same mind behind Jurassic Park. Both projects revolve around a theme park.
The most advanced amusement park in the entire world.
Instead of dinosaurs, however, Westworld is populated by androids that resemble people from the Old West. On the surface, this world might seem like a paradise where nothing can possibly go wrong.
Shut down. Shut down immediately.
Of course, matters take an unexpected turn when the robots develop consciousness and start rebelling. Co-creator Jonathan Nolan describes the series as, quote, the next chapter of the human story, in which we stop being the protagonists and our creations start taking over that role. So it's safe to say Westworld will encompass themes regarding the future, playing God, and artificial intelligence versus human intelligence.
I designed every part of this place. It's not a theme park, but an entire world.
Number 7. It's dark as hell.
What are your drives?
To meet my maker.
Pretty much every HBO drama is full of grim, disturbing moments. Even by HBO standards, though, Westworld is expected to take audiences to some unbelievably eerie places, both visually and psychologically. According to the network, the series will be, quote, a dark odyssey about the dawn of artificial consciousness and the future of sin. The trailers for Westworld send out genuinely haunting, unsettling vibes, calling 2001: A Space Odyssey and Ex Machina to mind. In addition to being a sci-fi series, Westworld looks like it could just as easily be a horror story, demonstrating everything horrifying about humankind's evolution. In short, this one isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
I think there may be something wrong with this world. Something hiding underneath.
Number 6. It's created by Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy Nolan.
Hello, Dolores. Do you know where you are?
I'm in a dream.
Tell me, do you know what this dream means?
Jonathan Nolan is best known for his collaborations with his big brother Christopher Nolan, co-writing The Dark Knight and Interstellar. He also wrote the short story that would inspire Memento, resulting in his first Oscar nomination.
The other day, you mentioned that maybe somebody was trying to set you up, get you to kill the wrong guy.
Oh, well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
Nolan developed Westworld along with his wife Lisa Joy, who had previously worked on shows like Pushing Daisies and Burn Notice.
Miami, it's very humid in the summer. You got all these people you have to manage. Plus, your place is on fire.
Aside from being showrunners for Westworld, this husband and wife duo will serve as executive producers and writers as well. Nolan additionally directed the pilot episode, which is entitled The Original. Given their laundry list of accomplishments, we're confident that these two have something truly unique in store for us. Number 5, it's got an all-star cast.
What you and I do is so complicated.
In addition to bringing together some of our finest modern storytellers, Westworld has no shortage of talent in front of the camera. The all-star cast includes Ed Harris as a mysterious man in black, James Marsden as a hunky gunslinger, Tandy Newton as a Western beauty, Jeffrey Wright as an AI creator, and Evan Rachel Wood as a girl who unlocks the secrets of Westworld. We're especially excited to see Oscar winner Anthony Hopkins in his first regular TV role as Westworld's creative director. His character is somewhat reminiscent of Richard Attenborough's John Hammond from Jurassic Park. Speaking of Attenborough, he actually starred in the original Westworld and cast Hopkins in 5 of his directorial efforts. Small world, huh?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Number 4, it was almost a film remake.
What's his problem?
Nothing. He got shot up today, so we're taking the opportunity to replace the visual cortex.
Back in the 90s, J.J. Abrams met with Michael Crichton about adapting his 1973 film. Now, over 2 decades later, Abrams is finally crossing Westworld off his bucket list. During this time frame, Warner Brothers actually expressed interest in producing a feature film remake of Westworld. In 2007, rumors started circulating that Arnold Schwarzenegger might star in the remake.
But it's something I can never do.
Director Quentin Tarantino was also considered to helm the project, but he turned the offer down. When studio executive Jessica Goodman left Warner Brothers in 2011, the remake was put back on the table. After the film failed to get off the ground, however, HBO ordered a Westworld pilot in 2013.
Come on, not now. Not you again. It's too early.
Number 3, there are 5 seasons already mapped out.
I'm terrified. I feel spaces opening up inside of me. Like a building with rooms I've never explored.
Ever since Westworld was given the green light, production has gone through various delays. Rather than rushing into anything, the show's creative team wanted to take their time developing a grand plan. As of now, the creators have at least 5 seasons and even a series finale mapped out.
Welcome to Westworld. No orientation. No guidebook. All our hosts are here for you.
Seeing as how Westworld is such an ambitious and complex project, it makes sense that the creators want to go in with a long-term strategy. Of course, not every TV series gets to see its master plan through to the end. So let's hope Westworld doesn't suffer the same fate as Rome, which also had 5 seasons planned, but got cancelled after only 2.
He has committed a terrible sacrilege, and he will pay for it with his life, as will any man here who breaks the law.
Number 2, violence against women controversy.
Is no the only word that you know?
In the same vein as Sansa Stark's rape in Game of Thrones, the violence against women in Westworld has stirred up controversy at HBO. The pilot notably contains a scene in which Ed Harris's villain sexually assaults Evan Rachel Wood's character off-screen. On top of that, extras were also asked to sign an explicit consent form, surrendering their right to walk away if they become uncomfortable with scenes that involve sex and nudity. Despite receiving some backlash, HBO has stood by the show's depiction of rape. The question is if these graphic scenes will truly serve a purpose in guiding the narrative, or if they'll solely exist for shock value. We'll just have to wait and see for ourselves.
Bring yourself back online.
Number 1, it's got a huge budget.
I'm here to set you free.
HBO is known for spending big bucks in order to produce the most epic shows possible, and Westworld is no exception. According to various reports, the first season cost at least $54 million. As you can imagine, Westworld needs to be a big hit to recuperate its massive budget, as well as marketing expenses. Granted, HBO has taken gambles in the past that haven't always paid off.
Add to that a couple of disastrous artist signings, and by 1972, the label was bleeding, fucking hemorrhaging money.
For example, the first season of Vinyl reportedly cost $100 million, but the show didn't attract enough viewers to justify a second season. If Westworld ends up being the next Game of Thrones, however, it will certainly be a worthwhile investment for HBO.
Dragon's eggs, Daenerys, from the Shadowlands beyond Ashai. The ages have turned them to stone, but they will always be beautiful.
Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite fun fact about Westworld? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.